You have clicked on the right video. You are tired of acting like everyone else, of having so many different personality beside just wanting to be yourself, beside just beating this scarcity mindset around being yourself. You are tired of shrinking your own desires to not outgrow places, to not outgrow people. You are tired of doing everything that is possible to be included, accepted, validated. In this video, I'll help you guys understand how to come back to yourself, how to come back to your authentic self and beat this scarcity mindset around it. Because the moment you start becoming aligned with your authentic self is the moment you're gonna align with the life of your dreams because you're gonna be aligning with your purpose. So, if you're new here, my name is Snejana. I do a lot of topics about healing, self improvement, self love. If you're already on my channel, welcome back. Let's talk about what self betrayal actually looks like. It is not just lying to others about yourself, about your personality, about what you could bring to the table. It's about lying to yourself, lying about the person that you are, hiding the person that you are, ignoring the true person that you are. It's about being everything else but your authentic self. In this video, I'm gonna make you guys understand we are not here to live to please others. We are here to live to honor ourselves because honoring yourself, honoring your authentic self is the most beautiful gift you can bring yourself. Because as I told you guys earlier, it's gonna make you be aligned with the life of your dreams because you're gonna align with your purpose. The real inner truth that you have deep down that your soul is screaming at you is telling you to be, to pursue, to surround yourself with certain people. We all have that voice of how we should act. The only reason stopping us from listening to it is our limiting beliefs, patterns, or our current situation. But here we're going to talk about the solution so that you can come back to yourself and not deal with any of those things holding you back from actually living in your purpose, living in your alignment with yourself. So, we are not doing what's acceptable, what keeps us included, or what keeps us surrounded. We are living for ourselves and not to please others. So, let's talk about the consequences of self betrayal. You guys have to understand that the more you reject your authentic self, the harder after it becomes to accept it. Because every time you ignore that version of yourself, you send yourself the message that something is wrong within you, that you are wrong. And so you lose trust in yourself, in your ability to make good decisions, to change certain situations, to leave certain people, because you are not showing yourself you can trust yourself. Because you are going against your inner truth. You are being everything else but your inner truth. And so we are there to help you understand how you can bring that self trust back to yourself and make you understand that you have the power to change your life, to actually be fulfilled in being your authentic self and not settle down. Another thing is your body feels it, the heaviness you feel, the discomfort deep down of not being authentic but continuing to ignore it, and the shame of not even understanding why you act that way are signals from your body, are signals because your body wants to remember you the best, to be in alignment with your soul. And so now we're going to talk about how to come back to yourself. Coming back to yourself isn't just about forcing change. It's about noticing the moment when you go against your inner truth, when you disrespect yourself, and bringing awareness to why are you even disrespecting yourself that way. Because if I might remind you guys one thing, you are trying to please those people, but those people probably don't even like themselves. So you are trying to please other people that probably don't even like themselves instead of yourself, instead of working on yourself to prove to yourself that you can cultivate self-love, you can build confidence, you can start that new workout, you can change those relationships and cultivate healthier ones and actually build your dream life. No, what you're doing is you're trying to please them instead of yourself. And another thing is that we only care about ourselves at the end of the day. When have you thought about someone else more than yourself in one day? Probably never, because we are our most important subject. And so you have to realize that you are putting this much importance on those people, on being validated, surrounded, accepted. And another thing, and those people probably don't even like themselves, and instead you could use that time to work on yourself. And another thing is that if those people are not making you be comfortable being authentic, that is a sign that those people don't deserve to have you in their presence. And you're gonna meet people that are gonna value you, that are gonna love the authentic person that you are. It took me a lot of time before meeting my persons. And when I was younger, I was always being bullied because I've always had this facility to be authentic. Why do you guys think I was bullied for that? Because people were resenting me for having this facility in being authentic. And they were feeling so miserable that they had to bring me down because they secretly wished they could do the same. They could have this facility to be authentic the same way. And so you have to understand, you have to work on yourself, you have to please yourself. Are you pleasing yourself? Or are you just pleasing others? And this is not a negative thing. Anything that you're doing right now, what matters most is to bring awareness, to understand what is your current lifestyle. What are the things? Do you have any relationships you have to change? Do you have to change your eating habits? Do you have to start working out? Do you not like the body you have? Are you in a toxic relationship? You just have to bring awareness first to what you don't like. And I'm telling you guys, even if we have limiting beliefs, patterns, and you are not yet to where you want to be, I am promising you that your intuition deep down, beside all of those things, knows what it wants, and you know deep down what you want. If Even if you're not acting the same way right now, you know it deep down. So listen to that voice, even if you're scared, even if you're not confident yet. Because all of those small moments of good decisions you're gonna take for yourself are gonna build momentum to get you to the real version, dream version of yourself that you would have always wanted to be. It's the snowball effect. Every small little things you do multiply into another positive one. So don't underestimate the power of leaving a relationship, leaving a situationship, trying to working on yourself, spending time alone, cultivating self-love. Those are all moments that are building momentum that you cannot sleep on. And so, how to come back to yourself? You have to understand first in your energy and availability. Are you always there for people even when you don't have the energy and you're just still being there for them because you want to seem polite, you don't want to hurt them? No, we are not doing that. If you don't have the energy to be there for someone, of course, if someone has been in a car accident, go help the person. I'm talking about situation where a person is just talking about their problem and you're staying in conversations to make them feel seen, understood, because this is something you probably would have loved to have, and now you feel bad if the person doesn't reserve this. I even struggle with this myself. But no, you have to prioritize yourself. How can you be there for others if you don't even have the energy within yourself? Sometimes with my boyfriend, I don't always call him every night because we don't see each other every time. Sometimes I'm tired. I need a self-care night. I tell him we can call tomorrow. There is nothing wrong with that. And if the people around you are making you feel bad for it, then they're just using you. Because we are all energetic beings. People know how you are. We sense how other people are, what they will tolerate, what they will settle for. So you have to understand that no matter what, this person is gonna accept you or not accept you, you choose yourself every single time. Because at the end of the day, you die with yourself. No one's gonna be there for you. You are with yourself all the time. So please prioritize yourself, my angels. Another thing is opinions and voice. Stop trying to agree with everything and try to feel as if you don't have an opinion and a voice of your own. We are allowed to have different opinions, to have our own voice. I was the type of person that was always agreeing with everything, never really saying how I really felt. And the moment I started saying how I really felt, it was so liberating, because most of the time you will see that people don't really care. And if they care, bye bye. I don't need you by my side. I have myself. And why would I lie about my values, about what I truly believe in, just to make you like me? No, I prefer being alone at this point. Another thing is life direction. If you feel like you need to outgrow places, situations, people, because you have a certain vision, a certain dream lifestyle for yourself, you need to listen to it. These people in 10 years, you don't even know if they're still going to be by your side, or if they're the type of people that they heard something about you and they might drop you off. We never really know someone, so you can never really bet on someone else to be there for you. You always have to focus on yourself, to be there for yourself, because most of the time we don't even know if those people are going to be there for us, and the only person that's going to be there by your side at the end of the day is yourself. Another thing is boundaries without guilt. You have to start setting boundaries. I don't care, you have to start setting boundaries, because why on earth would you accept everything? You shouldn't accept everything. This is not normal. Another thing is self expression. We are not dimming our authentic self to be accepted. We are not doing that. I prefer being authentic and finding the real people that value me for who I am, than settling down and be accepted by people that probably aren't even authentic and don't even like themselves. I prefer liking myself, being myself, than settling for people that probably don't even do half the work I'm doing for myself. So you guys have to reflect on that. And I'm not telling you guys that it's going to be easy. Of course, it didn't took me one day of awareness to get to where I am today. But I'm telling you guys, don't sleep on the small habits, on the small things you can do for yourself that will build you self-love, that will show you that you can trust yourself, that you can be consistent, working out, leaving toxic relationships. Because these are all the things that are going to show you that you can rely on yourself. Even when there's no one around you, you can at least trust on yourself. So, the effect of all of those things is that the moment you start listening to yourself, your body is the first place that it will feel it. First of all, the heaviness is going to start to lift, the anxiety is going to soften, and you will feel calmer, because you're finally going to be aligned with your truth, with your purpose. And when you realize that being yourself isn't as scary as you thought it would be, you have more peace, you have more clarity, you have more alignment. And you're gonna naturally want to keep choosing it, because you're not gonna feel the discomfort anymore, the shame, the heaviness. And since you will see how freeing it is to be authentic, and of course it's gonna take time. I'm not telling you it's gonna be easy like that one day, but you will feel so good, and you will see how just being yourself is what matters. And if I lose people, then I will lose people, but I will always have my side. I will always have myself at the end of the day. And so, the conclusion, guys, is that you will find your people. You will find the relationships that match you, that value you for your authentic self, and you will find your path. Even if it takes time, it will be all worth it. And every time you align with yourself, you align with the future you've been quietly working toward, because you are in alignment with your purpose. So thank you, my loves. I hope to see you all in another video. Please take it as a sign to choose yourself, to do whatever you can to start working on yourself, even if it's small habits, because those small habits build momentum. I love you all.